12 students from Clark Atlanta ventured into the second most populous country in the world, India. More specifically, the capital city of New Delhi. They were able to experience some of the rich culture of India. Let's take a look at how India impacted some of these students. There is no one way to view India. Amongst the diversity of its religion, and grandeur of its architecture, is the reality of its poverty. But amongst that poverty, there is charity and rich culture in so many ways to experience India.
My favorite experience in India, I would probably say my favorite experience in India was actually going to the slums. It was an eye-opener in general about life. Something we do in America is we take a lot of different things for granted, especially when it comes to the negative things that happen within our own communities. We see a lot of things that our community describes them as ghettos, but the fact of the matter is there are very few places that are as bad as far as living conditions as there were in those slums in India.
It's getting darker. I should have brought different shoes.
The thing that's really crazy about it is those people who were living in those areas and those conditions weren't bummed out thinking about what could be better. That is their everyday life. It's sure they want better for themselves, but it's more about just survival. And that's something that we should probably take into account every day with things we do.
My favorite experience had to be the Salam Balak Trust. It's basically, for y'all who don't know, it's an orphanage, basically. And we got to see like where orphan kids would live out on the street.
And when I was on this, I used to do rice picking, pickpocketing, stealing, snatching, many other things. But don't worry, I'm not doing anything right now. So children, they make a lot of money from different ways. And whatever they make money, they have to spend on the same day.
Kids would live out on the streets and how the environment was, and actually visit the trust and see all the opportunities they have for kids without parents.
How would you describe India to somebody who didn't know about it?
Oh, that's hard. How do you describe anything to a person who don't know? I don't know. It's definitely different. Any place is different, really, but I don't know. It's a lot of people. It was kind of like, I guess, clustered in a way, depending on where you go. Like if you go out into the city, it felt like kind of clustered. But it's some really, really beautiful architecture. A lot of beautiful places, a lot of beautiful people, the music, there's a lot of talent over there also as well. So I don't know, it's different, definitely. But I think most people would enjoy it if they did the same stuff.
The relatively rural city of Agra is visited by over 2 to 4 million people every year just to see the Taj Mahal.
My favorite experience from the India trip, honestly, was traveling to Agra and seeing the Taj Mahal, going through it. You know, that's one of the seven wonders of the world. I believe that actually impacted my life in a good way, basically, because I was able to hear the story on, you know, how it originated, why it was built, and why it still lasts to this day. You know, it's a mosque that's over 500 years old, so that was one of the greatest experiences, I would say, I had.
I filmed a lot in India and I experienced a lot of things. And through the process of creating this creative piece, I was able to reconnect with some of the people some of the family who went with me to India and experienced all these amazing sights and sounds and different things that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. And honestly, I can say that the experience in India is like no other. Even when you try to explain or describe what India is, it's pretty hard to really explain what it is without actually being there. And I enjoyed really going through and researching and going and getting some more facts and more observations to add into this little project for my final project. So I hope that you enjoyed. It was a pleasure filming and editing this, and I hope that you enjoy it, whoever views this, because this is going on YouTube. So thank you and namaste.